Israel buried 80 Hamas fighters in terror tunnels after ground invasion deception. In an act of deadly deception, Israel's defense forces tweeted an air and ground operation was underway before which caused Hamas leadership to send a large force underground the Jewish nation, then buried them underground with airstrikes. As many as 80 Hamas fighters were killed and buried in Gaza's terror tunnels after Israeli duped them into thinking a ground invasion was underway last week. Search teams are still digging the fighters are the blown up underground system dubbed the Gaza Metro, which has been battered by hundreds of airstrikes. The Hamas leadership was hoodwinked into sending a large fighting force underground when Israeli Defense Force tweeted an air and ground operation was underway. Believing they were coming under attack from Israeli ground troops, the heavily armed fighters flooded the tunnel so they could attack the invading force. But as soon as they ran into the subsurface, Israel launched huge airstrikes, smashing the tunnels with bunker buster bombs and other blasts. Moments after the Israel tweet was sent, it was then removed in a massive deception mission that gathered Hamas fighters in large numbers so they could be attacked. Yesterday, Monday, Palestinian search teams inside Gaza were still trying to reach the remains of the fighters deep underground as local counted the cost of 11 deadly missile exchanges. In Israel, a source told the Daily Mirror it is now believed around 80 were killed, many of which were still buried deep underground. At the time, it was believed the deception operation has targeted as many as 200, but it seems 80 is the latest count from intelligence gathered on Gaza. Monday saw day 4 of a ceasefire between Gaza's Hamas militant and Israel holding amid warnings from Israel that it would retaliate with force if the group opens fire. At least 248 people, including more than 100 women and children, were killed in Gaza, according to Health Ministry. Israel has said it killed at least 225 militants during the fighting. Hamas had not given casualty figures for fighters, but it is also believed as many as 12 senior Hamas commanders were killed in the airstrikes. In Israel, 12 people, including 2 children, were killed, its medical services say. The cleanup operation inside Gaza will cost hundreds of millions of pounds, much of it coming from Egypt and other donations, it is believed. Egypt is said already to have promised at least £350 million for redevelopment of Gaza. US President Joe Biden has insisted the only route to prolong peace between Israel and Palestine is a two-state solution. Much of the Palestinian Strip has been destroyed in the strikes. Thank you.